up, everyone? What's happening? It's what is it, Thursday or so? Got my guitar on again. I had fun the other day. What's up, Colin? Okay, Metallica rules Hong Kong. There you go. Greetings. So we're talking about intervals today. Carol is manning the fort here. As I do from time to time, we have a discount code for the Beato book. It's RB035, 20% off. Get it while you can. It's only for a day. You want to hear a rant? You're not going to hear a rant today. You are not going to hear a rant today. Well, you might hear a rant today. You never know what you're going to hear. So I'm talking about intervals, using intervals with your soloing, no matter what instrument you're on, but those really beautiful, what's up, Ron? Those beautiful interval combinations that make your soloing sound really makes your soloing sound way more interesting. So I'm taking these intervals. I'm doing things wide intervals, right? So I have an E minor chord. I'm thinking just Dorian, so it's E minor is G major, basically. Okay, that's E Aeolian. So right there, I'm using sixth intervals. I'm using fifth intervals. I'm using fifths there, sixth. Right? Trying to find every, really interesting combinations here. And how do you do that? Wait, hello, King. Goodbye, King. There you go, Carol. That's how it's done right there. Gone for good. Boom! Rick, do you think intervals should be entirely dependent on the instrument? Should a musician know their intervals besides their instrument? Absolutely. You got to know them. You got to know all those combinations. That comes from practicing your scales and intervals, practicing your arpeggios and intervals. Things like, even if you take a minor pentatonic scale, right? Or you could play a blues scale, right? All right. If I'm playing these, what's my favorite interval? That's going to get you banned. What do you mean your favorite interval? So I'm taking this E minor pentatonic here. extra note in there. So I'm doing, so I get the scale here, right? It's all E minor pentatonic. I'm doing fourths, third, fourth, 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 fourth. Okay, so that would be using fourths in that minor pentatonic, right? Practicing those things like that. Practicing if you're going to do, let's say you're up here in this E minor. What's up, Dill? Come say hi. Everybody, Dylan, you know Dylan. Dylan's last day of school was today for the year. He's got his shorts on. He's psyched. No getting up early anymore, right, Dill?
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, do you know where Layla is?
He's in there.
Knew it.
Thanks, Dylan. Everybody's saying hi. Layla, you want to come say hi for a minute?
No, Mommy's looking for you.
Okay, well, go upstairs. Come here, baby. Layla wants to say hi.
Hi, Carol.
All right. Make him sing intervals. I'll make them all sing intervals. So they're all out of school. School's out for the summer, Amadeo. There you go. Oh, I'm more psyched than they are. No more getting up at 5:45, you know? So, you know, practicing your scales in different interval combinations is really, really important. And knowing where those different interval combinations are the first time somebody said the first time you've seen Rick use a pentatonic. That's funny. I use pentatonics all the time. You know, but I try not to use them in the conventional ways, right? I try to find different kind of groupings to, you know, if I'm doing, you know, instead of just that kind of stuff, that stuff is, you know, you've heard it a million times. You know, bending to unconventional notes, for example, is one thing to do. But I want to stay with the interval thing here because all these compound intervals that I'm doing. And trying to find where these lines have their natural resolution tendencies. So there would be sevenths there. Somebody said sevenths, right? So I'm doing that pentatonic scale. There's not always. You don't always have sevenths in there. If we're taking a minor pentatonic, say we take A minor so you can see right here. You got seventh there, but there's a sixth there. Seventh, seventh, sixth, seventh, sixth, seventh, right? So if I'm playing over, but you got to practice those. That's how you practice them. It's hard to do. You have to get. Now I'm using hybrid picking for that. Oh, it's hard. So there. And I do it backwards. Go up, then down. But break it up so you're not playing the same pattern all the way. Try and do maybe 3 repetitions on it, right? So I'm going up one, down the other. I went up twice there. So that's a nice... So if I'm playing up a minor pentatonic, right? But then it's like... There's fourths, but fourths are still not consistent because you have a fourth here, then you have a third, a fourth, fourth. So you have fifths, but you don't have a fifth there, right? You have a fourth. I added a ninth there. You can play fifths. That would be more of like Dorian sound. So I've got all those kind of you got to figure out the fingerings, right? That would be all A Dorian, right? That's stacking fourths again. Okay, so I'm doing 3/4 here. But I can't do 3/4 there. Right? Wait, are those the Beatles looking from the door? Yes! You notice that? Those are the Beatles. I put them there. And there's my my upright there. That's not really in the picture. Hold on. Let's get that in the picture. With the Beatles. I had to have the Beatles looking at you guys. Has an Eric Johnson son. Yeah, so Eric Johnson uses a lot of those intervals there. He'll use things where he plays, you know, I always talk about this, the spread triads, right? If I'm playing, you know, so if let's say I'm taking A minor, right? Playing all Dorian stuff. So that's all would be an all in G major, all spread triads. You hear him do those. Right? And you got your intervals up here, right? All he's doing in Cliffs of Dover, I think that's the key he does it, I don't remember. He's got a D triad, C triad with a G pedal. It's easy. There's your sound, right? That's it. Those. Okay, I'm going to take some questions here. Where is everybody? I get this close. What do I think about? What do I think about playing your scales, say the note names, interval names at the same time, like a spelling bee? Well, you should know what the note names are, just because you know your instrument really well. Can a person with perfect pitch lose perfect pitch? Yes. When they're in their 50s. Hello from Russia, Alexander. Or hello from Atlanta. Can we have Bobby McFerrin on sounding off? Marcelo, maybe. Am I alternate picking, economy picking for those intervals? Is Louis Beato from Carnivore agnostic my brother? No. I do have a brother, Lou Beato, though. Hi from Transylvania. Awesome. Economy picking. Sometimes when I do those intervals, I'll show you here. And I don't get my right hand on videos very often. Somebody remarked about my right hand the other day about how I don't move my wrist very much. But if I do, I guess I am a hybrid piggy. Right. Yes. I mean, I can pick them too. I can pick those too, but you know. So that's, you know. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's it. That's tough. Ooh, that's hard. That's it. Gotta practice it. Hold on. Better yet. That's tricky. What about this up here? Yeah. So it's active there. that's hard. So there you go. That's kind of cool, right? I like the sound of that. That's a little tricky, but those patterns. See, I'm taking a 7-note grouping there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So you got. Oh, sorry. That's tricky. You can't even see it with the comments there. You can't see my left hand there, but check it out. I'll play it like this, where you can see it better. And I'm doing the picking and the middle finger here. Oh, that's tricky. Oh, too fast. So anyway, so I'm just taking a G major scale, right? And playing every note all over the neck. All different combinations of notes. Okay, let me go back to questions here. Can you do the same thing? Did I ever play Guitar Hero? No. Tom, what's up? Spread triads are the best, right? What kind of chord voices does Wes use? You should buy my book and you'll see that they're all in there. A chord voicing. Oh, my book, RB035, is on sale, 20% off for the next 24 hours. That's a special deal to my live streamers here. I had a question here. Let's see here. You're working at Kurt Rosenwinkel for sounding off? Awesome. Write me. Let's see here. There was a question about restless 4, sharp 4. What was that? Was that HK somewhere? Neutral versus restless tritones. A restless tritone is a tritone that wants to resolve. Typically, they're in a progression, right? If you go, or you can go 4, 5, 4, 5, and you get that tritone where the third wants to move up to the tonic, or it's a 7th, right? And the 7th wants to move down to the 3rd of G major, okay? So that would be a restless tritone. A tritone that's not restless is one that has stability in a chord. Something like this. the tritone there, this tritone, sounds very stable in the chord because of the way the chord is stacked. This would be a what would be a Dorian voicing, a Dorian sound, and that would be a stable use of a seventh. Okay. So you have an unstable one is one that's within a chord progression where you have the tritone that's going to either resolve to the seventh or third, right? Or it can expand, or it can contract, depending on this, right? So that's how you would use that. Will, more structured approach to live videos. Live videos are live videos, bro. It's about interacting with people. That's the deal. That's what live videos are for. I make videos where I film them for as videos. You can buy the Beato book on my website, rickbeato.com. That's what the deal is with live streams. Live streams are live. They're so I can answer questions from people like Tom or Daniel or anybody. What's the difference between G minor major, E minor, and C Lydian? I don't know what those dashes are. What difference between G major, E minor, and C Lydian? Well, what is the difference? Well, they're all from the same key, theoretically. I mean, E minor could be from 3 different keys. E minor could be the 2 chord of D major, the 3 chord of C major, and the 6 chord of G major. But if you put those 3 chords together, G major, E minor, and C Lydian, then those 3 chords are from G major. The difference is the roots in them. E minor in that case is going to be, will have a flat 6 because it's the Aeolian sound. It's a 6 chord. That might be a chord like this. That would be an E Aeolian sound, or this. Okay? G major could be this. Could be that, could be G major, could be G sus2. Gotta change these strings. I can see my A string is wobbling really, really weirdly, meaning that string has gone bad there. I'm hard to see these things. What is an unusual scale that you use over 1, 4, 5 blues progressions? Typically, I use different scales that go over them. Like, you know, I use different scales over each chord, or you can use one scale over all of them. So it's hard to, I can't generalize on that. Upcoming videos somebody asked about. By the way, you guys should follow me on Instagram. RickBeato1 is my Instagram. I'm putting up new videos all the time there. I just put one up a little while ago. And thank you, Thomas. I just put up a new one a little while ago. I'm putting up extra content from What Makes This Song Great. What's up, Hassan? How are you? What's the best way to learn the guitar? Follow my channel. Are there modal pentatonics? Yes, of course there are modal pentatonics. I have a video called that talk about melodic minor pentatonics, for example. Melodic minor pentatonics would be ones that, let's say you've got a chord like this. So if I take a, that would be a melodic minor pentatonic, or kind of like a modal pentatonic, right? So this would be, so that's, so right there, I've just taken it, right? That would be a pentatonic that would be from this melodic minor scale that works over this, which would be F melodic minor. If I got this, right? You can take any 5-note grouping. A pentatonic just means 5 notes. It's a cool sound, right? I love that sound, right? Any type of pentatonic can mean you can take any 5-note grouping from any scale and make a pentatonic scale on it. So I have a video about pentatonics and the melodic minor scale that you should definitely practice. And there are pentatonics in all different modes, of course. You know, if I have an A Dorian mode here, you have A minor pentatonic. You have G major pentatonic. You have, well, that would be E minor pentatonic. So we can think of them as in major or minor. So if you think of it this way, you've got A minor pentatonic. Then you've got E minor pentatonic, which would be, which gives you the 9th, right? And then, who knows what the other pentatonic is? Anybody? So, here's the easy way to do it. If I'm thinking Dorian, right? I'd set up this the last time. You take the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord, and those pentatonics, major pentatonics, will work. So a D major pentatonic will also work. So C major, so I've got an A minor. I'm pretending it's, or I'm saying it's going to be a Dorian sound. So I've got 3 pentatonics in it. A minor pentatonic, E minor pentatonic, and the last one would be B minor pentatonic. So you can use all those. So those are, you know, that's where your 9th end is. What you don't want to do when you mix them up, though, better to use the couple, save those notes like the 13ths for the right spot. Let's see, when you solo, I get it this closer. When you solo, do you try to match the scale to the chord you're playing? If the rhythm, hold on. What does this say? If the rhythm guitar is playing E minor to A major, do you match E minor pentatonics and no. You figure out what the key is, the parent key is, and then you use the proper scale because you don't want to be changing scales all the time. But typically when I have, when the chords are moving like that, right? You get E minor and A major or A7, that's a 2-5 in the key of D, right? If I've got E minor, there's my G major, right? Then E minor. So you can hear when I'm going to A7. Gives you that sound, right? E minor, A major. Okay, so I'm playing over each individual chord, really. You can play, the scale, right, if you want. You can play pentatonics of it. So I play E minor pentatonic to A major pentatonic. There's A major. Francis, you're very welcome. One more time, code for the book, 20% off, RB035. I should do a collab with Andrew Wong. I should do one with them. I love Andrew, he's awesome. I need to reach out to Andrew. Wait, some chromatics, what? By tritone substitute, how it works? I have no idea what that means there. Suicide Van asked, Rick, a bit off topic, if a fifth overtone of a power chord is a major third, how is it that sounds good singing minor thirds over power chords? I'm not sure what that means. My book is great for piano players, Eric, because I have a lot of stuff in bass and treble. I have a lot of stuff actually in bass and treble clef just for piano. Okay, we got Alan. Alan, I love you, man. But you're going to ask me a 432 question. Does 432 versus 440 tuning have any effect on intervals in certain instruments? Somebody wrote to me yesterday. This is really interesting that you write this. And I've got to dig through because I get hundreds of emails. But a guy that is a pilot wrote to me, and he said that 440 hertz is a standard, something to do with airplanes. It's been standard in airplanes for years, and he thought that it had to do with A440 being the standard in music. I've got to dig this thing out because it was absolutely fascinating. Carol, can you remind me to do that, to look through my email and look for that thing? I can't remember if he sent it to me on Facebook or what, but it was really, really interesting. Is it radar frequency, psi? Is that what that is? Alan, you're a pilot? Is that right? Come on, is that true? Okay, what's 440 have to do with airplanes? This was a really interesting theory that this guy had that I've never heard before. Something to do with 440 hertz and airplanes. Yes, bring science. Jari, my man. There you go. Bring science to 440. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to do a video on this because this was absolutely fascinating. Really cool. Has to do with navigations. There we go. Okay, a little bit more. Give me some more. What about navigations? What is it? power supply in aircraft. Maybe that's what he was talking about. Devil take the hindmost. I saw that. Aircraft power supplies operate at 400 hertz. It's not 440, Mark? It's just a standard frequency for power delivery in aircraft. 440 or 400, Jason? Found an article. What are some good examples? So says Wikipedia. Interesting. Well, there could be something to do with this, but the standard for I don't know. I got to do a little bit of research on this because this is. I'm going to write back to this guy and see and then do a little research here. Apparently 400, Pat says, apparently it's 400 hertz. It had to do with switching AC back in the day. Okay. Yeah, don't believe everything you hear on Wikipedia. Majority of music is in that frequency cellular phone transmission. Greetings from Rochester. Oh, there we go, Mark. Perfect, via Germany. Adam did a good video on the topic. He did, Arturo. He did right after, a week after I made mine. I did mine as a fun video, though. Do I like the band? Of course. Come on, Jack. You hated Adam's video? Come on. Okay, Alan says, navigation is done with radio frequencies from 2 different sources. GPS does similarly, but via 3 sources of satellite feed. Alan, this is really interesting. Okay, a couple more minutes here. Ivan, Rick, signing a bit late on the live stream. Don't know if you already did this question, but I'd like to ask how I associate intervals. Do you mean, how do I have, do I have songs that I associate with them? No. Daniel, you're a physicist. I'm being trolled. Are you really a physicist? Pseudo skeptics 432. Watch my video on 432. It's pretty funny. I want to know if there's a geneticist on here. Is anyone a geneticist? If you are, write to me. I keep forgetting to ask. Any geneticist on here, write to me on my Gmail, rickbeato1. Am I a big fan of Steely Dan? Of course I'm a big fan of Steely Dan. I'm being trolled about 440. Oh, okay. What's he playing? I'm going to do, I have a video on Don't Take Me Alive coming out. I don't know the new Alice in Chains song. Do I hear intervals of particular quality, or they have their own sound? All intervals have their own sound. That'll all be in my ear training course that we're working on, like mad people. Okay, so I think I'm good. So there's no polytonality in pop. I know that's true. Larry Carlton triad approach. Watch my video live stream from the other day. Any thoughts on John Mayer's new song? No. Cat update, Don. I'll talk about it tonight. Thank you for asking. How do you improve your hearing? Don't go to live concerts without earplugs, okay? Michael, you're a geneticist. Awesome. Fantastic. Really need your input. Please email me as soon as you can. No, it's G7. I can't play it with my guitar up here. Oh, that was so good. That Larry Carlton solo. How do you email me, Michael? rickbeato1@gmail. Just put geneticist in the thing. Okay, this is great. Follow my Instagram, rickbeato1. I just put up a video. I've got 4 guitar videos I put up in the past week. Just little improv pieces. Can't enjoy a show with earplugs. Well, Ron, what's better, enjoying a show with earplugs or enjoying a show without all your top end gone in your hearing? Because that basically approximate using earplugs. All right, I'm out. RB 035, 20% off only till tomorrow. My Memorial Day sale. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it.